Okay.
Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, district leaders, club leaders, area leaders, division leaders, all Toastmaster leaders. Welcome to the session District 116 training session. The art of member retention in Toastmasters. I welcome you all on behalf of District 116 in the capacity of co-host, and our host is Giridhar KV. Just we are on online, so you know very well about your home, your escape, your washrooms, and despite we are on online, just take a time to unmute your mobile too, so that when you are speaking, when your speaker will be on, that time it may get distracted. So therefore, I request everyone to mute your mobile as well as you have muting the desktop. Next, as usual, we are gathering with a certain mission, and this is the district training session. So our district mission says we build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. Our hashtag is inspire, influence, impact. The ground rules: keep your mic off and camera on so that our trainer can look all the faces and she can interact with all of us. Speakers kindly avoid talking about religious, politics, and sex. For a better experience of the training, I suggest you all view the Zoom in the speaker view. Recording is on. Thank you very much. And I would like to hand over the baton to our training coordinator, that's event coordinator, Toastmaster Nivedita Ketkar. Toastmaster Nivedita Ketkar, just let me introduce her with a brief history. That's she is always volunteer to take a new roles. First, I met her when she was the team of finance, district finance, and distinguished Toastmaster Abhijit Kuwalekar introduced her to me that she is part of district finance team. Further, I met her as she is a president of Abha Ladies Club Alco. Then she became a contest manager of Area 15, one of the club that's called KF Toastmasters Club. And further, she took, without any club under her, she has took Area 15 director, a new area, new clubs all. And at present, she is elected as a Division A director, where she is nowhere her club involved. So she is enthusiastic to take a volunteer role, and she wants to introduce herself in a new area where maximum new things can be learned and grow with new people. Such a sportific spirit person, and always to welcome all the members and to share with their views and to support each and everyone. So please help me welcome with a thunderous applause Toastmaster Nivedita Ketkar, the event coordinator. Virtual screen is yours, Nivedita.
Thank you. Thank you, our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Pradeep Sadie. And as you rightly said, that I have been moving from divisions to areas in different areas. But what I found now after so many years is that this Toastmasters is like a one big family. So it doesn't matter in which family you are. You can be in one room and go to the other room. Still, it's our big family. So I'm so happy to be here. And so with my Toastmasters family, let me tell you something about this particular event. First, let me say, recognize the presence of our district director, DTM Sabina, our trainer, Anupama Kasibhatla, DTM, and all the leaders of District 116 and the members of District 116. A warm good evening to all of you. Today, it is my honor to welcome you all to this dynamic and inspiring workshop on member retention and empowerment. It is a session designed to ignite engagement, strengthen connections, and elevate leadership within our Toastmasters fraternity. Membership is not just about numbers. It is about nurturing voices, fostering growth, and building a thriving community where every member finds value, purpose, and belonging. And today, we gather here to explore innovative strategies to retain and empower our members, to explore creative ways to enhance the Toastmasters experience, and to explore leadership approaches that cultivate commitment and enthusiasm. We will all witness interactive discussions, real world success stories, and engaging activities. This workshop will provide the tools, insights, and inspiration to ensure that every member's journey is meaningful, rewarding, and lasting. So let's reignite passion, reconnect with purpose, and rise together as leaders committed to shaping the future of Toastmasters. So I find this topic very close to my heart and something which we all want to know more about. So before we enter into the session, first, it is my honor to invite our district director, DTM Sabina MK. Let me introduce her in few lines as I know her. She is a distinguished Toastmaster, a double distinguished Toastmaster. She is the 7th district director of District 116. She is the first female district director of District 116. We are so proud of her. She has raised the flag of Toastmasters District 116 Qatar by holding Qatar national flag in the 100 years Toastmasters International Annual Convention in August 2024. She has taken various roles in Toastmasters, from Sergeant at Arms to President to the District Director. Full range. So please join me with a round of applause to welcome the inspiration to all of us, District Director Sabina MK.
Thank you so much,
Over to you, ma'am. The
Thank you
virtual
so
screen
much.
is yours.
Thank you. I apologize. I won't open the video. I'm in the middle of breaking my fasting. Okay, hope I'm so excited to see this crowd to learn. First of all, everyone, my Toastmasters family, welcome to today's session, The Art of Member Retention, where I'm sure we will be focusing not just keeping members, but on empowering connections, engaging hearts, and leading with a purpose. I'm sure distinguished Toastmaster Anupama will be giving a long lasting impact this evening. And I always remember in her perspective also, retention starts the moment someone feels seen, heard, and valued, right? So it's about creating an environment where every member finds their voice and knows it matters. And when we empower the connections, we build trust. In Toastmasters International, this organization, member is the pillar. If you ask district director, division director, area director, none of us are pillars. Members, they are the pillars. So when we empower those members, we are actually creating a long lasting impact, a long lasting result, helping them to achieve their goals and dreams. This evening, let's explore how we can transform our clubs into communities where people don't just join, they belong. They belong, the connect, they realize the connection. You know, when I have this, hello, am I audible or, when I
Yes,
had
yes.
this talk with Nivedita, she said, can I do this as a DTM project? He said, of course, why not? You are putting effort to make the flyers, organize the people, the trainer, and agenda preparation. Everything was done by herself only. In that way, you know, I'm so thankful to Nivedita Ketkar for organizing this particular, training that is demand of the hour. We are just 26 days left to finish this term strong, to leave a legacy. I was actually looking for someone who can create an impact towards these last days of this term, and I can tell you there is no one better than my dear, my right hand, my dear Ditya Manu. Anu and I have a long lasting friendship and connection where I can't even explain what type of friendship or, you know, sisterhood we exchange each other. It's something longer we are stronger our connection. Now she's knocking my doors, telling Sabina, I want you to inspire you to take the next leadership role after district director. She's not stopping. I'm about to stop by district director. She's not stopping. This is something, you know, when you have a friends are like mirrors, you know, they see in you than you see yourself. So, you know, definitely, my dear Toastmaster family members, we have nobody better than Anupama, ETM Anupama, to give this session. I'm so thankful to her for being available for District 116, even though she have moved to Saudi. I mean, just by physically, by heart, she still belongs to District 116. With that said, I hope you give a 20-second time to ring to your club members and have more participants in this training. Everyone, I request to take 10 seconds or 20 seconds of time now to call someone you feel will really benefit hearing this interactive session. With that said, wonderful job, Nivedita Ketkar. Everyone, over to you, Nivedita. Thank you. With that said, this training is officially open.
Thank you. Thank you so much, District Director. You are always a motivation for all of us, an inspiration to do something. Thank you. And now I think it's time to invite our trainer for today, who is a charismatic personality whom I look up to, get inspired from, and she's such a charming personality with so much of knowledge, and the way she will explain, she has a charisma which, you know, she will, it is infectious, her smile and the way she speaks. So I'm sure that once you meet her, she is your friend forever, and she will always be there, one call away whenever you need something from her. That is what I did, and I'm so thankful to you that you have accepted my invitation to do this training. And in Toastmasters, she has been a division director. She has now moved on to not only District 116, she is in District 10 in Saudi.
Yeah.
And I think two districts in Saudi.
Yes.
So
Division,
she's like
yeah.
a global Toastmaster already. And we are so happy. She's an award-winning champion. She has won many accolades in Toastmasters in numerous speeches and other speeches. So her introduction is really so inspiring. Very nice. So I think it's better that she speaks. We are here to listen and to her and get inspired and learn a lot. So I would like to hand over the stage, the virtual stage, to Anupama. The stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, event chair Nivedita Ketkar, acknowledging the presence of a dear friend Sabina on the screen. I would not call anyone with names with tags today because Sabina is a friend. I have Seema Bhardwaj on the screen. I have, Moona. I've been working with her. There are Pradeep sir with his cowboy cap. I think probably acknowledging all the amazing Toastmasters on the screen. Very beautiful good evening from Neom. Well, Neom is a very far off place. It's at the corner at the Red Sea, and I'm isolated, but I'm among friends today, and that's what is making me smile this big. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Now, there are few days you will never forget in your lives. Now, if I ask you this question, that who is the best, what date you will remember as the best date in your lives, there will be some dates in each one's lives. Okay, marriage anniversary, kid's birthday, wife's birthday, never forget that, by the way. Okay, so you have all those numbers. I'll remember September 19, 2016, when I popped into this ICC Eves Club through one of the amazing Toastmasters called Susan Matthew, and she invited me to be part of it, and I was hooked. I was hooked with this empowering women, They were there to talk. There was a big table sitting all around, and they were looking at each other. And those saris, the way they held themselves, I said, I have to be part of this. But then, of course, I never knew the logistic of Toastmasters. But somehow I got hooked. I'll remember that date. Then recently, in 2023, January, about 22nd, if I'm correct, I popped into a very unfamiliar ground. I had moved out of District 116. I had moved out of Qatar after 12 years, and I was in Saudi. I did not know a single person. And I was in this Neom community. Suddenly, somebody mentioned there is a Neom Toastmasters Club. And on this particular day, I think 22nd of January 2023, I had all the courage because this is a corporate club. I gathered up my courage because, there were more than 90 nationality community here. And I am the only Indian woman to knock at the door of Toastmasters. But then somebody called Brady Mackerel, he's a Canadian, he came forward, gave me a handshake and said, "Hello, most welcome to our Toastmasters Club." And I was hooked again. Ladies and gentlemen, the tag what we are all carrying today is that term, Toastmaster. That's all. If you see, I have not written even DTM on the screen today because Distinguished Toastmaster comes later. How you start with that ABCs is you carry the tag of TM, Toastmasters, with your name. And today, many of you on the screen, who is going to listen to this session, you might be tired, you might be exhausted, you might be going through so much being a Toastmaster. But today, let's keep everything aside. Let's just talk what being a member of Toastmasters means. Because once in a while, we really need to go back to that first day you came into this fraternity and you felt that magic in the air that you wanted to belong to this community. We all need to feel that first. In lieu with that, let me just ask you this question. Member, okay, please unmute yourselves. I request everyone to switch on the videos. This is going to be a good talk. Just tell me, how do you define a member of Toastmasters? Please unmute and you can talk. Yes, Atul sir, you unmuted. Pradeep sir, you unmuted. I'm so happy you did that. Go ahead, Atul sir. I would like to just ask you this question. Who do you think is a member of Toastmasters community?
Yeah, member of Toastmaster who always follow the TI core values.
Okay.
And he's when you are a Toastmaster, you will attend the Toastmasters meeting. You will never miss the meeting. Well, I
Okay.
remember I attended 69 consecutive meetings in 3 years. Never miss any meeting. So when you are a Toastmaster, once you are a Toastmaster, you are always a Toastmaster.
Oh my God, that's such lovely.
I think that is the driving force. When you join Toastmaster, the Toastmaster community will drive you.
Fantastic. So
Will make you happen.
I'm going to take away two things here. I'm going to take away that, first of all, you believe in the core values of Toastmasters, and also that a member who never misses a meeting. Every meeting matters, right? Fantastic. I've got your answer. Now, anybody else wants to answer. Who do you think is a member of Toastmasters? Pradeep sir?
Thank you. Thank you very much. I just witnessed a division conference in 2015.
Okay.
And I got impressed with one of the member who is at beginning is coming on the stage and impressing the audience. And that was the not 7 James Bond entry of Christopher Almeida.
Oh, yes. Amazing. Yes. So you will be, yeah, I will be taking away one thing from you today, making an impression on people with something very beautiful. If you realize that you are a member of Toastmasters, okay? So finally, I will give someone, the third person, to answer with a third viewpoint. Anybody wants to take this opportunity just to give me who is a member of Toastmasters, basically? Raju sir, I need your answer, definitely.
Yeah, member, yeah, who inspires us and who inspire others to take them and hook them into the club.
Okay.
And who, yeah, that's
Okay.
what members, yeah, role. And
Okay.
who continuously attends the meeting as well.
Fabulous. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, who is hooked up to the meeting and who
Yes.
continuously attends the meeting. Okay, fantastic. Yes. So we have the answers and we have everything in place. Who is a member, right? But let me ask you this question. If I answer the question, who is a member in Toastmasters fraternity? If I answer this like this, he or she is just basically a person who joins a club to improve public speaking skills. Simple. Because if you are first member, he will not know about core values. First person who is walking into a meeting, he will not know about what is a fraternity all about. His main goal, when he'll research, he will say, Toastmasters is a non-profit organization giving the skills of public speaking to others. Right? So he will walk in, the person who says yes to it. But here, there is something he is going to do, he or she. When he or she pays that $80 bill for 6 months, he or she is going to make a commitment. Basically, when you paid your first fee, all go back to that date. We are all seasoned Toastmasters. We all did that. Go back to the day you paid that $80 as your fee. What happened there? That is the reason you are here today. Okay, Atul sir, Pradeep sir, myself, all those people who are 10 plus years. We have Kumaran sir. Very good, beautiful. Hello, Sarji. Very nice to see you. So, see, when we all go back to that first saying yes, the only thing you are doing is, I am going to commit myself for the coming 6 months to, then comes all the meetings. I will follow the core values. I will follow to be a Toastmaster. I will give my speeches. But the underlining factor for any new member is only one thing. I have to learn public speaking skills. Even leadership comes later. Okay. Now, today, when this topic, art of member retention, I am not going to give you the whole lecture about please pull in the members, make them the members, be a part of the club, make them distinguished. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave you with 2 topics. How to bring a member and empower, and take the committed responsibility to make sure that member enjoys every single meeting and learns every single meeting. Now, how many of you agree? Please just raise your hands if I say that the quality is the topmost priority, should be the topmost priority for any club. How many of you agree? Just raise a hand on the screen. Only the quality. I forget about the quantity, 20 members, all that. The quality. Yes, right? So now, again, go back to the time you joined Toastmasters where you were impressed. Like Atul sir was impressed with Doha Toastmasters. I was impressed with ICC Eves. Somebody, we have a lot of people. Seema was part of, I remember Seema Bhardwaj. She's an amazing, amazing friend. She was part of Zeal Toastmasters. When they came in, they said that, let me take this opportunity to learn and move forward. The district roles, everything came on later. Today, you will be recognizing that member excitement in you. We'll definitely talk. We will definitely talk about how you now become a leader and inspire the members to give the best quality meeting, to give the best quality learning. And when he or she walks out of the meeting in that 2 hours, you are given only 2 hours per meeting, he or she should take home something full of bag. Whether it is a timer role, whether it is an evaluator role, whether it is area director visiting the club, whoever it is. Today we will be talking about how important it is, because that will indirectly lead all of you to be inspired to make sure that there are new people in the fraternity. Because you are here, you are enjoying. So why not new people? Okay, so let me just quickly get into the sharing mode here. Do you have the sharing rights, Nivedita? Okay, sure. So going ahead with, yep. Okay, so how many of you can see the screen, everyone? Just give me a thumbs up there. Fantastic. Again, you will notice one thing here. I am not going to put DTM. DTM in the later stage. I am going to be the Toastmaster who has generally just crafted some ideas together, but these ideas are from you members. Okay, now crafting Toastmasters journey, when you see that tagline there, building a strong membership is not pushing the people to pay the fees of $60 or $80. It is pushing the member to become a strong member and respecting the idea of that person, why he joined the club. Okay, so that is why we are going to explore that. We are going to, with this session, is going to strengthen the core value. Again, 4 values, we'll talk about it, Atul sir. I love that. So we will be talking in implementing that and bringing together different strategies. how you can make a new member experience, as well as you build a lasting connection and community of Toastmasters for District 116. Now, again, a membership, we were talking about who is a member. Now, why membership matters? Very simple, right? Why membership matters? Because any organization will only work, only achieve its goal with only one aspect, that you bring in the members or you become a strong member. In the same way, in lieu with the whole thing, which is very natural, Toastmasters also requires the members to be part of this community to make it more thriving. Do you think it is an easy thing for a public speaking platform to really work with this, structurized thing? Okay, do you think it is easy that he or she be part of this community and survive in this 100-year-old industry with so many companies, so many public speaking platforms failing? Just think about one reason why this is successful. It's because of the membership. It is absolutely because of the membership. Now, when we have established the members are the important part, we have to also talk that every opportunity, learning opportunity or leadership opportunity, will only be successful if the member strongly believes I can make a difference, or this community is going to make a difference in me. So engagement. Now, keeping the members active directly correlates to the club success and vitality. Now that we have established. Okay, let me ask you this question now. How many clubs have, how if in District 116, if you really are interested to know that, if you go into the dashboard, very, very clearly, we can understand which club has achieved President Distinguished status, right? And we are very proud to be part of that President Distinguished status. Now, have you ever thought, the question is for the clubs who are not doing well, the members of that club looks up to this club and asks, their meetings are always different. Their meetings, oh my God, they're extremely diligent group. Why do you think this club always is a President Distinguished status? This question, normal for the members. Now, whoever is, how can you answer that question? Or the question from the member of a very poor quality club, that why am I part of this club if I'm not getting anything compared to top clubs like Doha Toastmasters, Zeal Club, we have Aurora, we have ICC Eves. Okay, so why do you think there is that race? Indian Toastmasters Club, I think it's probably one of the best clubs we have in District 116. Why do you think people flock? Because everything comes under the quality of the club. And where does the quality begin? Commitment. You remember that word we started with? Commitment as an ExCom member, commitment as a member. Now, if you think that I'm not part of any ExCom committee, so I need not work for anything. I will just go, enjoy, and come. If every out of 17 or 18 members, if every member thinks like that, ExCom will fail. ExCom is an experience of being a leader. You are not going to, that is not going to, the responsibility is not only on the ExCom members. They will do the flyers, they will do. You have come to learn. You have come to learn public speaking. You have come to learn leadership. You have come to learn how to put yourself out in the world. Why are we hesitant to take that responsibility? You won't learn anything if you're just believing that some XYZ from the committee will do a good job with your club. No. So this is the reason why we should have the member understanding, member responsibility. Take out the ExCom from the equation. Each member responsibility, each member commitment, right? We have established that. Now, going back to the presentation, there is this very interesting slide for me. I always like this. Okay, am I sharing it already? Yes, yes, definitely. Now, how do we start the journey? Okay, so this is the journey. We give an icebreaker, we have pathways progress, we have mentorship, we have leadership. In this journey, now if we have about 25 people, 30 people on the screen. Now, if you go back to that icebreaker you have given, the thrill of the icebreaker, okay, why do you think the projects you are doing today will not bring that thrill? Okay, let me rephrase that question. How many of you still feel the thrill of giving a speech? Honestly, raise your hand. One. Okay. We have, okay. Sorry. Okay. So okay. Oh, wow. Fantastic. If you're really feeling that thrill, that is amazing. Okay. But then why are we finding it difficult for the member to understand and join the session, the meetings regularly? There must be some reason why member is not able to enjoy that, right? There must be some reason behind it. So now it is not only again the responsibility of some XYZ telling that I am in this position, I'm going to do it. You should ask the question to the person who is going to give the speech the next time, that you have this is your journey starting. Try to maintain that thrill of every speech. Okay. Now, honestly, if I put my heart on my heart, and if I put my hand on the heart and I'll say how much of preparation I take for a speech, I'm very bad at that. I have to be very honest, because the preparation I did for my first DTM, I did not do for my second DTM. Why? Because I take it for granted. Commitment, you are taking it for granted. Why? Because hoga, this will happen. I will come, I will give some speech. Okay, that's okay. 7 minutes, somebody will give me some sort of an evaluation. Here, when the journey begins, you are totally losing out on the value that you have to sustain the thrill of each speech. You have to sustain the thrill of evaluating a speech, being part of a vibrant meeting, table topic session, any role to take up. And you are failing at that journey at one point or the other. How now? You might ask me, how am I going to keep that that whole thing on top? How do I commit myself, or how do I get inspired for every meeting? Commitment. You start with commitment. And I request you all, again, I'm going back to the sharing there, when you are taking that last position of leadership, here your responsibility is bigger, because icebreaker, you are just speaker. Pathways, you are progressing as a speaker. Mentorship is only a speaker. But leadership is that next level of commitment which starts a new journey. Here, in the last segment, begins your journey to inspire other members. Now, I request everyone to just look back and think about one person you would like to inspire in the next journey, or to take that position as a leader, and say that I am not a division director, I'm not an area director, I'm not an XCOM group, but I am a leader, and I'm going to commit myself to mentor somebody to take this journey, Toastmasters journey, more interestingly. Now comes, how do you create this high value membership? If I again ask this honest question, recognition rewards, engaging the meetings, creative themes and everything, personal growth, it's very good to see on the slide. How many of you agree? It's very good. Pyramid, we know all the ABCDs. You should have the best speaker award. You have to give the awards. You have to keep motivating. You have to give the TMOD creativity. You should ask every member. All this high value member experience is a structure we all know, ladies and gentlemen, right? But again, how do you improvise this particular experience as a member? Only one thing: please commit to the feeling that I should be able to give the leeway to have this structured, even though some XYZ is not working, I can do it. Now, if every member, just imagine 12 members attend a meeting and a lot of role players are missing, but every member steps forward and says, let me quickly take this responsibility. Let me do this very quickly. Let me do this very quickly. If every member comes forward, do you think the meeting will not be a easy thing? It falls so beautifully. You don't need a leader to tell you what to do. You know the way how it follows, you know the experience, and it's just again the first word what we heard today: commitment. Okay, now there is one final aspect here which actually, just give me a minute, I'm lost here. Okay. Yeah, I think you can see it on the screen, right? So there we have the pyramid. So make sure that this pyramid is not only on the paper. You have to again bring that the life into this slide. Now going ahead, we have, okay, now what are the strategies? Again, quickly getting into the leadership roles, interactive activities, contests, measure progress. All the clubs who are being represented today, we have about 30 people on the screen. Again, you are part of about maybe 15-20 clubs. Okay, now contests happen in every club. If contest doesn't happen, then definitely there is nomination. Okay, now again, if there are 100 clubs in our district, about 40 clubs definitely will have contests, and 60% they will go for nominations. Now, contest is something which you really enjoy. Okay. Now, interactive activities in lieu with the contest, we track the member to improve, inspire them to be part of the contest, leadership roles to empower the members. All this strategically is only when and only when you have paid that $80 for that 6 months experience, and that 6 months experience should be part of your whole activity. And next generation of members should be inspired. Now here I will quickly ask one question to everyone. How many of you think that when a new member, okay, is recognized for an icebreaker with a thunderous round of applause, standing ovation, we have all experienced that. How many of you can remember you have done the same with an inspirational, amazing speech? Have you ever done that? If somebody has given a 7, whether it is online or in person, if somebody has given a wonderful speech, have you got the thrill to get up and give a standing ovation? Wow, he was wonderful today. Because half of the time we don't listen to the speaker. Why? Evaluator will listen, evaluator will give the feedback. That 7 minutes of listening also is part of the member, you. When you're putting your mind there, that person, you who is stopping you to comment on that? We have a system in place where you can give your feedback even though the evaluator gives the feedback. The quality of the club only improves when you do these nuances and small things for your benefit as well as the members. Now, again, how do you retain this member who has given an amazing speech? One standing ovation, and trust me, he will be part of your life and life of that club for a long time to come, because that member is engaged. That member is, given amazing respect. Do you think he will peep also not to renew the next time he is there? No. He will renew again and again for that one standing ovation and one recognition that, my God, what a speech it was. These are the strategies. Don't worry about the contest, because this is part of the Toastmasters. It will go. But as a member, what are the strategies you are bringing in? Engaging, putting a hand on the shoulder of the person who did amazing grammarian report. Have you taken that effort to go forward and show it? No. So these are the strategies which really matter. Now we have all this is in place, and there are finally we have one thing which we have to remember. How do we overcome this challenge of common dropout reasons? We have, most of us are leaders, area directors, part of an XCOM, whatever it is. There are common dropout reasons. Time constraints, lack of progress, definitely. There is that fatigue which sets in. Oh my God, Toastmasters meeting, I have to attend. Insufficient feedback. And out of these four, do you know what is the worst thing which is at the peak? Feedback. There is no feedback at all to that next member. How do we do this? Only, again, your challenge, whoever is listening, make sure that whenever this aspect of ideas come to you, you go ahead and answer that. You personally, you go and talk. You have that events where you recognize something. Give the opportunity for the new people, and also regularly talk to the people or the person. You need not be, trust me, you need not be an XCOM member to do that. Now, out of this, there is one thing which actually stands apart. Okay? How do we build a stronger Toastmasters club together? Who is stopping you from taking the ideas from other clubs? Okay, sorry, I'll just share that final slide 1 minute. Okay, now when this slide comes up, again, we know how to bring a strong Toastmasters community. We will agree. We have to share ideas, we have to participate actively, we have to stay connected, and we have to grow together. It is again a slide. You will be inspired by the hands, but in reality, okay, let's build a strong Toastmasters fraternity, giving the member empowerment the basic idea. How? Why don't you connect with other clubs who are doing the best? Whom you know that this club is amazing. Let me talk to the XCOM. Have you ever done that? As a member, that is a question you should have. If you're committed to one Toastmasters club XYZ, if you feel that ABC club is doing amazing, any member from XYZ can go and approach any member from ABC and say, can you share your ideas? Can you just give us something so that we want to make our own club better as well? Who is stopping from doing that? Putting up these ideas on the slide, it's very easy. And for me also, it's very easy to talk about it. But the throw of the question to you is, how many of you have shared ideas? Oh, my club is doing very good. I'll just keep quiet. I'm very happy. We are the President Distinguished Club. I'm happy. But if you are a President Distinguished Club member, have you attended any other meetings? Have you inspired any other club member whom you know are struggling? No. Why? Because I am happy. I am done. My job is done. But the commitment of $80, my dear ladies and gentlemen, is not for that, that one club. You need not be a member of other club, but you can inspire other clubs. Now, this brings us to the session, the first session, which was all about how a meaningful Toastmasters journey is created. Okay, we will take a couple of minutes break here. I just would like to answer the questions now. Any questions from the audience? Please come forward. I really am expecting good questions.
Hey, Team Anupama, this is Elizabeth from Zeal. I have a question for you.
Yes, tell me.
Well, in between, you have mentioned we have to encourage or we have to do a standing ovation for the speakers. But my only concern is, for example, if we have 3 speakers in a meeting, so
Okay.
if we do a standing ovation or a thrilled expression for one speaker,
Okay.
so would that make any difference for other 2 speakers? So that is something stopping me from every meeting. But in fact, I wanted to do and get thrilled for all the speakers. But how can we treat all the speakers to make them so special?
Okay, how do you speak? Oh, that's a fantastic question and thoughtful question, Toastmaster Elizabeth. Now, why? Okay, you are from Zeal, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So now, just to quickly come to the topic of giving a standing ovation to a good speaker. Now, if you have 3 speakers, we all know all the 3 wouldn't do well, right? We all know that. We can establish that one person will stand out. Okay, all the 3 have worked the same way, but one person might stand out. And do you have the system of giving the best speaker award in the club, Elizabeth?
Yes, we do.
Perfect. That's the answer, right? When you are giving this certificate, that short, small certificate in hand, that will be the time for you all to stand up. If you are giving a role player certificate to anyone, timer, grammarian, or the TMOD, as you hand over the certificate to him or her, that is a moment of standing ovation. Now, standing up does not demand you that, okay, this person has to be in certain way to, give that respect. And also, how do you inspire those 2 other speakers who are not getting a standing ovation, right? As a president or as one of the members, you go to them and then talk one half a minute each to each one of them. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Because in fact, I know that Aurora does it. I know there are few clubs who really follow that each member enhancement technique. So just giving you a heads up here, there are many ways, Elizabeth, just to pay the homage to any speaker. Now, let me tell you one thing. I'm part of Riyadh Gems Advanced Club. It's an online club. Okay. So this is just an anecdote I would love to share. I was one of the timers in one of the segments, and due to some reason, my red light, I couldn't switch off. The whole of the meeting, even though I was struggling with it, I couldn't get the red light out. The president made sure that there was a laughter at the end, that he mentioned my name with that red light, just making it very calm because somebody else had to step in as a timer. And trust me, from that moment on, he holds a very special place in my heart. Now, these are the small things you can contribute and be part of. I hope I answered your question, Elizabeth.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, anything from your end? How do you think? Kumran sir, I would love to hear from you. I know that you are part of an amazing club.
Actually driving, but
Okay. Sorry, sir. Go ahead. Please. We will come back to you.
I have a question.
Okay.
One of the club I am belong to, it's a bit very people there. Okay.
Okay.
And some of the members suddenly come up and say to us, this club is a bit of like a schooling. Okay. There is no celebration happening. meetings are not that different. Okay?
Okay.
Because of
Okay.
the club, it is kept such as old school because we follow every single, dots of the book. Okay? But there are few Toastmasters come up and say, this club is not fun. So how can we, try to, maintain both? I don't know what is that fun is for. I think people compare the fun with other clubs is like you dress up on a Halloween day, celebrate Valentine Day, you come up in red, and celebrate and such. But here people have come to learn something. So how does this come to
Okay.
you?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kumran sir. Actually, that was again a very, very interesting question. How do you define fun? Because the parameter of every club and every fun is different. Now, women's centered clubs, we have a couple of them in the, I think 4 or 5 of them in FCC Vanita. We have ICC Eves. We have again ABHA. We have ABHA and then Aurora. These are women. So trust me, women enjoyment is wearing glamorous saris, having a good meeting, having a good food to eat, gossip at the later stage about mother-in-laws and the husbands and everything for 10 minutes and get going. That's fun for us. Okay. Now, when you come to the fun factor, we have to be very clear that the parameter of having fun in a club meeting should be according to that boundary of Toastmasters fraternity. Now, why some clubs or some members we don't have that question comes is that when out of 24 meetings, you don't even have one meeting which has the fun element there or 2 meetings. Okay. Now, I don't expect these XCOM members to plan every meeting to be fun and frolic. No. But the term, you can have that term of maybe 3 months. In that 3 months, you can plan some good event to create the little bit of an ambience among the members. Okay, we are working towards something as a collective effort. You are supposed to define the parameters, and I trust the XCOM not pushing the agenda on themselves itself that we will define these parameters. Have you ever taken a vote? Have you, as a generally, trust me, even you are a part of XCOM, you are a DD or you are DD, I'm talking about even district leaders or the world leader. But he or she has to be a member of one club at least. Do you know that? You cannot be any leader if you're not part of one club. Now, when you are committing to become a one club, again, it boils down to only one thing. That $80 you are going to pay to be in that in the relationship of that club, and you are also a member. Toastmaster as such. So who is stopping you to just ask as a member? Don't put these parameters that we are the 7 of us XCOM, we will decide everything. Have you ever questioned to the common member, what do you think is a fun? Let us have some idea that you bring the idea to us. You give a challenge, you can ask, the best idea will be picked. You have a lot, everybody will write their idea, you put it in a box, ask someone to pick it up. That will be the idea for the next club, next meeting. Very small changes are required, very, very small changes. Now, we are worried members are not retaining. What is member retention? Member who walks in, who is committed to pay $80, has to have something to take back home. Underline. That's all. Member is not expecting a DTAC ceremony to be such a grand level. Member, for him or her, worth of $80, if you are able to give him, trust me, in 6 months, if you are able to give him 4 amazing meetings, the member is with the club no matter what. It's a challenge. So that is my answer. I hope, Kumran sir, is it okay if you can, thank you so much for that question, by the way. I'm not able to hear you, sir. That's okay, sir. Kumran sir, I'm more worried. Okay. You got it. I got the thumbs up. Okay. I'm more worried about you driving. Okay. Any more questions, anyone? Just please do not hesitate. Just answer. Now, because we will be moving ahead to next session. On the timer's note, how much time do we have, Atul sir?
We are already lagging by 10 minutes.
We are lagging by 10 minutes, so I can cover it up in the next session, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Now, quickly, the second, the topic which we have, and I was talking to Nivedita. She had given me this amazing topic. Why the 1 minute I'm having trouble with my the right thing fails. Okay, now the community, especially Toastmasters community, how do you think, how can we make this community that inspires? Okay, community as a whole, not one club. Now here, on in lieu with that, I would like to ask you all one question honestly, and especially to the leaders who are part of this. What do you mean by Toastmasters community? Give me in 2 lines. What do you mean by Toastmasters community? It's a very simple question. Anybody wants to answer, go ahead, please unmute yourselves, and I'm looking forward. Sampath sir, I know that you're listening very keenly. I hope
Yeah.
I'm making some sense here, but
No, no.
yeah.
I consider Toastmasters as a family because I am living as a bachelor. My family is the Toastmasters. That's why I already involved in the
Oh, that's
Toastmasters.
so nice. That's such sweet thing. Okay, that's lovely, lovely, Sampath sir. I know we become the family, and it's not only the bachelor thing, sir. It is just that, as I said, the community itself is in such a way that you are part of it. You are just part of it. Okay, so
Yes.
thank you. That's a lovely anecdote to share. Yes. Okay. Anybody else who wants to answer this question? A very simple question. How can you define a Toastmasters community?
A place where people give their valuable time for the sake of others, growth and improvement.
So, the answer, did you see that answer itself? A place where people contribute their valuable time for the member growth. We have everything in that sentence. And Kumran sir, salutations for putting it so clearly. Community, the basic gist of a community is you have to understand one thing. Whoever is a member of any community, I'm talking about any community. If you are part of a community of your building, okay, if you walk into that meeting of that building, or you are part of, I'm belonging to flat so and so, okay, you are equal to the other person as who is staying in a penthouse, right? He's staying in a penthouse, he has probably invested more, but when it comes to that community, everybody is equal. It's very simple. When you are understanding that logic, why don't you understand that Toastmasters community is the same? Everybody, every single one is the same. We are here to learn and grow. Underline statement. And every leader is also the same. He is going to do that job to enhance himself. You be taking an AD role or a division director role or an XCOM role is not going to give any kind of credit to the other person. You are going to get benefited from it, right? So, Toastmasters community, it defines one parameter is that you are part of something very special. Now, let me just quickly go into, I'll not take much time quickly. Yes. Okay, now it's better if I don't share that because I'm having trouble with that. Yeah. Again, the pyramid comes, my favorite layout is this. Why the leadership matters in Toastmasters community? You should have a vision, you should have an engagement, and you have a mentorship. Okay. Now, one thing which actually strikes a chord with me is this last word called mentorship. Mentorship, just I'll stop here. Mentorship is again a responsibility a simple member feels to enhance other person. And how many of us are ready to take that responsibility? Again, if you, that's why they always give, there was one thing, one mentor, part of it, one mentor give one member should be attached to one mentor. We have that system in place, right? But question to everyone to ponder upon today: how many of us are training other mentees? We are all 10 years plus in Toastmasters. Have you taken the responsibility of a new member and say that, let's come, buddy, let's have a cup of coffee and I'll talk to you about what exactly is Toastmasters? We hesitate. When that mentor, because mentorship is such a beautiful concept. And why do you think these top clubs retain members? Retain members is only the fact that they are able to provide mentorship. 100%. There is no doubt about that. If a member, after that $80 payment of 6 months, if the member is renewing for another $80, what do you mean by that? If he's paying without asking, as soon as the treasurer announces the term begins, please send your payments, there will be only 4 or 5 in the club will immediately pay without any questions or lingering. Why? Because they found that core. Now, if just imagine these 4-5 members are attached with couple of members, 4, 8, right? Properly, if these 4 people who are inspired to pay the second term fees without any question, you are attaching them with 8 people in the club. What is happening there? Automatically 12 members are renewed without question, right? So simple strategy to work out. But again, we again come back to that one big word at the start. Ladies and gentlemen, commitment. What is that commitment we are taking to make sure I have 2 mentees and I will be with them by hook or crook for the coming 6 months? I don't need because member doesn't need any credit to work towards his success. How are the things happening? If you are mentoring somebody, you are elevating yourself to that next level of being a teacher. That itself is such a huge thing, and trust me, you learn so much. So now 8 members have renewed without any question. With these 4 members, 12 members are renewed. Done. The first job of the treasurer, first job of the excom, the first job of everyone is done without any hassle. So always remember that mentorship is very important. Now quickly getting into, yeah. I have written here one word. I'm not writing a leader. I'm writing Toastmasters leader. Okay, because we have other parameters. Toastmasters leader has this 4 structured thing on his or her shoulders. And who is a leader? Ladies and gentlemen, not excom, not division director, not area director, not the DD, who they are not the leaders, but a simple Toastmaster who is ready to creating a learning environment, encouraging participation, who inspires the growth, has some mentees, and who gives the positive energy vibe by, again, Atul sir, by attending every single meeting. Now, if you can create yourself as Toastmasters leader, just imagine you are giving the energy out. Okay, now 8 members inspired, 12 members inspired. What is the energy? Just it passes on to the next 20 people. Now, if the club has, just imagine if you have 12 members signed in, right? It's very simple. The logic is that you have 12 members in the club. You have one speechcraft program of 4 sessions. Out of this, each session, 4 members can take the credit of their pathways projects. Okay. Now, what is happening with the 4 good sessions of speechcraft? You have 5 people coming in as a new member. If you are able to give that Toastmasters leadership 4 values by fostering the growth of these 5 people who have attended 4 sessions, who can stop those people to come to your club and pay the first $80? No one. So how does it cycle back? To the fact that these 12 members again are creating a new 5-member edition. You have there. And trust me, 4 speechcraft sessions every club should and must have in 1 year. Because 4 sessions, 4 leaders take the highest level 4, level 5 credits. 5 people are induced, and how much circulation is going on in the energy level? It's basic calculation. Quality automatically pushes for the quantity. Nobody can stop that, right? Now you have understood this concept. One thing here is energy. Oh, why am I going to do this? Why am I doing this? That rather than that, okay, I just need to push myself to that next level. Let me kickstart. One letter, one small word to the VPE, speechcraft starts. Okay, now 4 people are taking it. 5 members can be brought in as guests. It's a very simple analogy. 5 members to aayenge. There will be 5 to 7 members who will be part of it. But hooking that 5 members, it's the job. And if you have 5-7 members saying yes, in place of this high energy 12 members, there you have the block of 20 people ready who are going to do the 2 cycles of renewals. You're done. That's all we are requiring, right? 2 cycles of renewals, $80 each, and you are in. So when you are producing the good meeting with little bit of changed elements, automatically the energy changes, and automatically the club transforms into even an 8-member club which is struggling today. If you start at July 1st, the strategies to work with, trust me, nobody can stop you from becoming a 30-member club by the end of the session, because everything is going great. But 8 members commitment leads to 16. 16 members, addition of 5 each, that's it, you're done for the year. So just basically, that is the aspect of how a leader, and leader doesn't again mean it is a Toastmasters leader. Okay, now moving ahead quickly. Again, this slide is very interesting for me. I searched for this picture for a long time actually. How to represent this thriving community. Okay, now welcoming environment, active participation, celebrate achievements. Again, I shouldn't use that as a professional Toastmasters, blah, 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 blah. We know all that, right? The whole slide, if you read, we understand it basically what you are supposed to do. But just look at that picture. That is what is creating the community. That means the sapling on the screens, you are putting it in the ground with that smiles, and that energy is equal to the thriving Toastmasters community. It's very simple. And again, I love that word again and again, commitment from each of you, that you will be grooming a sapling. You will be mentoring maybe 1 or 2 people your 1 year Toastmasters journey. It is disheartening to see that even though some of the Toastmasters are 10 years or 12 years or 15 years, they are not ready to put new energy into the sapling. Why? Because they feel that the job is done. I have taken the DTMship, I have done all that now. But Toastmasters cannot become a thriving community if you let go. Keep inspiring. If you are you have the energy, go back to that member 1 who has walked into that meeting, pat on his or her back and say, fantastic, let's start the journey with you. And you do it only in that 2 hours you go to the meeting. It's very simple. You're not going to create any extra element there. Now going to the next level, how do you overcome the challenges? Now here, okay, watch the picture very carefully, okay? Watch the picture. I'll stop the share. I'll ask you one question. What you have seen on the picture?
The person has reached the topmost summit.
Perfect. He's
Overcome
hoisting the flag, right? Very good. Any other element you want to talk about the picture?
Yeah, it shows that there were so many places where the slope is so deep. He is able to overcome. He is able to withstand
Fabulous.
and climb further.
Oh God, Leena, you're going to win the picture competition. Don't worry. Okay, fantastic.
Also, how much struggle he might face to reach that level.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, struggle. Fantastic. I'll hold on to that word. Nivedita, yes.
I feel he has reached after everywhere, but he is alone up there. Maybe he can pull somebody else with him.
With him.
So he's alone at the top.
Fantastic. Anything else? I'm looking for one particular word there.
Motivation, I think. Motivation for others.
Yes, we are motivated. Fantastic. Yes, Raj sir. How are you doing? It's nice to see you on the screen. Fantastic to see you. Absolutely. Now, if I say this, for that one person to reach that summit, you know how much planning he must have done? Right? You can't just inspire yourself, motivate yourself, whatever you do. He has to plan a particular summit for about maybe 1 year of practice or 1 year of hard work, 12 hours in the gym, right? That's the thing. So the basic thing in that picture, what you should really recognize is the planning of that particular person. He must have gone through the whole of his lifetime maybe to reach that summit. It's a very simple equation. Where is the planning with us as a Toastmaster? How many of you, because there is one person I have met, okay? He's called Shukur Potayil, somebody from Riyadh. You know what? How I'm inspired by him? Every year, when he starts July 1st, he has a book and a paper and he has a diary maintained. He will write his 10 goals to achieve that year as a Toastmaster. And in that goal, he will not mention the XCOM role. He will not mention the leadership role. He will not mention the speech winning. He will not mention all that. For him, he will mention with the names, I'm going to groom these two people. Okay, he will have the names there. I will definitely try to attend every meeting. He has that in the this thing. Now he will say, I will take up the TMOD role 3 times. Okay, he has a 10-point formula and he has been following it from more than, I think, 7 to 8 years. He's part of Toastmasters. And I am so much inspired by this guy who selflessly is only working, selflessly and selfishly. He's only working for himself. Now, why did I say that? Because when he is aiming for that summit, he understands that until and unless I work to go to that summit, I will not reach to my level of top. He's not bothered about the club. He's not bothered about doing everything. Mentorship program. He knows it's there available. Coach. He knows it's there available. I'm a mentor of a club. He knows it's there. So his commitment actually has prompted many of the new clubs to take him as a mentor. Now, and why are we claiming mentorship? To become a DTM. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a very small word, commitment. But it leaves a legacy if you really implement into this fraternity. Have a plan in place. Not 10 maybe, at least 5 to do this year. You have to give back, right? Toastmasters is always about taking something from the community and giving back. It's a non-profit organization and it is a successful organization of more than 100 years and still changing, evolving every single day. So now when we go back to that picture, now you watch that picture on a different mode. When you look at that picture, you will feel something very different. How much planning, how much he had to go about challenge, he had to find a solution, he had to outcome, and he had to reach that goal. Now here, Toastmasters leadership challenges. What are those? Challenging, you have to challenge yourself how to make the member engage. How can your personalized roles and recognition make sure that this challenge is answered? And what is the outcome? Renewed enthusiasm and participation. And voila, you have that new member renewing for the next term. Very simple knowledge. And again, for the leaders who are starting a journey, and also to the leaders, today District 116 needs you to go to that extra aisle and element to push this last leg of 20, 25, 27 days. And again, we have to underline that commitment word. Because district needs us, let's do something extraordinary. If possible, we'll bring in the members, but you can't just bring in the members and say, finally, my job is done. Make sure from July 1st, you mentor that member. On your responsibility, if you are taking that $80 from that member, make sure I take the challenge. Let me be that mentor. So that member renews that December again, quickly, March session to September again, without any hassles. That is a challenge, and that you have to talk about. Think about it. This is the very basic structure of a Toastmasters challenge and going ahead. Now, again, mentorship and collaboration is the two main words which you have to commit. If you have a strong mentor relationships, all that growth happens in yourself, in the club, in the next member is interconnected. And your whole line, that you're pushing each other line is very much strong because of that. Now, shared leadership and building, again, you can bring in your partners. Now, if you really inspire XYZ next to you, trust me, it automatically works as a team. Now, Nivedita had an idea and she immediately gathered up the courage, immediately talked to Sabina, and she said that I will do my DTM project. Yes, she's doing her DTM project. But what is happening here? Collaborated, we have 20 minds on the screen today, and we have given this thought by teamwork approach. And please do not underestimate the value of cross club collaboration. I have to take a couple of minutes to talk about that. If you are part of an amazing club, please make sure to help out a club which needs you. And ladies and gentlemen, do not think that this is not from my division, this is not from my district, or this is not from my area, not my division. Don't think that, because those parameters are for you to grow as a leader. You are not doing any justice by growing, by doing something for your own group. If I am there, I met a lot of people into District 79 fraternity, and I'm helping a lot of clubs on the program quality directive. I'm part of District 116, 100%. But then let me share whatever I have in this district too. Okay, and Nivedita introduced me. She's part of so many districts. I'm part of this district, and I have seen how the district leaders work. I know someone called Suvarna Kalyan. She was the district director for Singapore district. And she had such brilliant ideas to make the team collaboration. So team collaboration, you need not only contribute to yourself, ask the questions. Who needs you? Who needs you? So moving ahead, I have a yellow light on the screen. I don't want to take much of your time. I'll quickly go through final 2 slides to go. Success stories, we will talk about that. Now quickly, how do you lead it? Again, he's Silvana, and he has this particular picture on the website. He has, he's from a division e-governor from Prague. He gave me this, we were talking, and he is the person who has drafted this particular picture, his growth as a leadership, step by step, reaching out and building together, step by step. Okay, reaching out, building together. Please remember that words. Now we go back to this slide, success stories. I want someone to tell me a story which really moved the learning this year quickly. What happened? One story from today, this year's your journey as a Toastmaster, because you're ending the year. Even we have the division district director here. Even she can answer that question. One story which you feel is inspiring to tell and share. Anyone? Yes, Kumran sir.
Myself.
Yes.
Yeah. 3 years before, when I was an area director, I was a part of the club called NIA Hindi Toastmasters Club. I'm a
Okay.
non-Hindi speaker, but as an area director, I used to attend their club meetings. And I promised them at the end of the year, I will speak in Hindi for 7 minutes. And I spoke for 4 minutes. And now I am a part of that club. And I constantly attend their meetings, all the meetings. And now I could very well converse in Hindi. Okay. The most important thing is I have taken up a leadership role in the same club this year as their vice president public relations.
Fantastic.
So that club has really created an environment where it showed me that I can in Toastmasters you can learn new languages if you are interested and you are committed and you give your valuable time. And the
Fantastic.
environment really. Thank you.
Absolutely. Big round of applause to you, Kumran sir. That is called that, going ahead with that journey. And I love that you learned Hindi. I'm so happy. Actually, that's in the bucket list, right? That was there in your bucket list. Yes.
Yes. It was,
Fantastic.
and now I can speak a bit
Oh my
continuously and
God,
answer
that's
people.
lovely. See, what happened? Thank you very much, Kumran sir, for sharing that story. Okay. Now, one thing which struck a chord with me is that he went in as an area director, okay, his job. But what made him stay and learn is because, again, the fraternity provides you that opportunity. It's a wonderful story. In fact, the most successful story I have heard in recent times. He went and is learning a new language. Can you imagine that? Now, anyone else wants to share? Thank you, Kumran sir. Really
I would
appreciate
like
it.
to add to that. I would
Yes,
like to add to that.
yes, Lena. Go ahead quickly.
He had taken the TMOD role, and I saw the name Kumaran CS. I was thinking, is it the same person? We joined the meeting, and you must really see the level of commitment he had. He was late from work. Still, from the car, he joined. He took up the TMOD role, and you should see the way he spoke. Hindi is Hindi. You cannot
Oh
see this out.
my.
Not at all.
Thank you so much, Lena. See,
Level of commitment. Really, sir.
I
Fantastic.
loved it. Thank you, Lena, for sharing that.
I can never forget the TMOD role that he had done that day. Superb, it was superb.
Fabulous. I'm really happy. I'm going to share this in my next segment, which I'll be doing a program with District 104. I will be sharing this story. Thank you so much, Kumran sir. Really appreciate it. Now, quickly, anybody else who wants to share something today? Because I have a very interesting story.
Yeah, I can share one story.
Yes, tell me about Atul sir. I was looking forward.
It happened in my area. One member joined in our club. I think 6 or 7 months ago. She joined, and she is so enthusiastic. She completed her level 1, but she could not complete her level 2 before the club contest. So she could not participate in the international speech contest. So when the area contest came, other club was not having any contestant for the area contest from their club. So that club is a struggling club. So what I did, this member, she was lagging behind only 2 speeches for the to complete her level 2. So I inspired her 1 week before the area contest, and I inspired her to give 2 speeches in the club meeting in 1 day. So she gave 2 speeches in 1 day, and she became eligible to participate in the area contest, and she participated directly in the area contest from the another club. So that level of commitment and that level of motivation we give that member, and she always tell that story that okay, because of this inspiration I could participate in the area contest, and she's so happy that she got that motivation within this.
And that will lead her to be part of this community for a long
Yes,
time.
and she won the contest. I think she was second place winner in area contest.
Fantastic. Thank you
Fantastic.
so much. That's really inspiring. And how things turn for her, right? That's amazing. That's really good. Thank you so much, Atul sir, for sharing that. So, success stories, right? Now, finally, I'll give you something. What is the last area and division in District 116 dashboard, Area 32.
Area
Okay.
30.
Yes, Area 32. Now, this area, of course, we have the area director on the screen acknowledging her presence. I'll just share this. This area has 5 clubs. Okay. Abha Ladies, Flaming Spirits, and the Agola, and Positive Thinkers, and Life Skills. Now, I'm talking because I will acknowledge her. I was talking to Leena the other day, and she said, I'm so sorry, Anu. I could not do my very best in this term. None of my clubs are doing well. But of course, one club has got the president distinguished. I'm happy. I'm struggling. So. We talked a lot about it. Then you have to understand one thing, that her commitment to take the area directorship is the full stop. That's the full job. Okay. Now the clubs are not doing well. I'm struggling there a bit. All that comes on the later stage. For one whole year, she has conducted 2 conference meetings. She had committedly attended all the meetings. She made sure that she's in touch, even though some of the leaders respond. It's a choice. Again, I'm no complaints. Okay. But the success story for her, why I call this a success story, is that she diligently, committedly was the area director for Area 32. The norm, you cannot decide. You cannot say that just because it's not a president distinguished or this, or a select distinguished area, her job is not done. Her job was done way better than many area directors. She was there in most of the meetings. She struggled hard. She was part of it. So, what is the lesson here? Is again going back to that last slide, which matters to us. How do you lead with purpose? She stepped up, took up the leadership role. She reached out. She tried her very best. She conducted a lot of things. She really reached out to be there for the members. And she tried to create a stronger community, that is Toastmasters community. Now, if I ask you this question thoughtfully, did she fail as an area director? No, 100% not. So why I'm sharing this today is, please understand that when you are committed to take a role, she is just a member committed to pay that $80 dollars, and she stepped up taking that role, and she defined her parameters of success. She has learned a lot in this journey, trust me. So next time you are just hesitant to commit yourself to being a member, ladies and gentlemen, please do not take your step back. Whether being a mentor, whether being a member, whether being that only person who can, just be there for a meeting, whatever the concept is, make sure you stand and abide by that term called commitment. That brings us to the close of the second session. Yes, Raj sir, please go ahead.
Can I add? I just want to add because it's like
you are muted, Sarji.
yeah.
Please.
You told about commitment, so I must speak about that particular person. I hope that everybody know about Nishi Kumar.
Yes.
So I was privileged to work under him as the area director when he was Division E director. So that time you will be knowing that club. I hope that everybody will be knowing that club. That is Qatar Mothers Toastmasters.
Yes.
He chartered that club with the help of him. He was sick. He was not able, but he made sure that has been chartered. That commitment, and I was very much down. He was in the bed, but he pushed me, and he told that, see, I know that you can do it, and see, whenever you're telling about commitment, I must tell about that particular person. So that's why I'm just adding it. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Raj sir. And Nishi Kumar was my program quality director when I was the division director. I had moved out of District 116 in the month of March. I finished my division contest and I moved out. And I had 2 months to make it this President Distinguished. And today, God bless his soul, it's only because of him that I stand as a President Distinguished Area Division Director for Division E. He was probably the most committed person as a Toastmaster. And this is one of the best ways to end this today's session. That is commitment. We have examples among us. Okay, so if you really want to be there as a member, as a person who can inspire other members, and also one underlined word, member retention. You should always aspire to become the best qualitative representative of Toastmasters fraternity. Or I have to add this, jhak marker, quantity will increase. There is now nothing stopping that. Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It was absolutely an honor to be part of you today. And also, it was a wonderful session, leaving with a lot of memories and thoughts to ponder upon how to become the best member to make another member retain. Back to you, Nivedita. Thank you so much. It was an honor.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Please, a big round of applause for our trainer who gave us so much to ponder upon. Like even I have been writing down some points for me to remember. So which I can say commitment, and not just commitment which leaves a legacy. So, you know, these things will always be in our mind that yes, this is what I need to look at. Team collaboration, she mentioned so many things. Commitment to groom a sapling, which I totally loved. And yes, and Toastmasters leaders is what I really like. It is not about the position, because finally we are all Toastmasters. So that is another thing which I will take back and remember in my Toastmasters journey. And quality pushes for quantity. Yes, it will. And I think this is actually a concern for everyone, is membership retention, membership nahi hai. But then finally there is a solution. It just needs commitment from the existing members. Thank you so much, Anupama, for this, what I can say, the answer to that question, giving us the answer. Now it's up to us to work on it. And thank you so much. So after this, let me just take 2 more minutes to thank few more people before I hand over to our district director, because this meeting would not have been possible without these role players which have helped me. So let me thank them also. So let me first thank our district director Sabina for believing in me and giving me this opportunity so that I could go take this training as a district training. Thank you so much, District Director Sabina. And now our timer for today. Thank you, Toastmaster Atul Hardas, for taking up the role as a timer. We also have our host, which is Toastmaster Giridhar. This is a district IT manager, and he is supported by Sampath, Toastmaster Sampath, by being the co-host and helping me with the recording of this particular training so that it reaches to everybody, not just the attendees today. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Giridhar and Toastmaster Sampath. And yes, the most important is all of us, the Toastmasters leaders who have come here and shown the commitment to understand and learn. A big round of applause for everyone. And thank you to everybody who has joined today and made this event successful. And I'm happy to be here to do many more events like this. So thank you once again. And with that, let me now hand over to our District Director, DTM Sabina MK. Didi?
Hello, everybody's there? Sorry.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's being like the preparation of Eid, a lot of things going in the background also. This is what, my dear Toastmasters family, what's happened when a leader like Anu comes and give a training. We really feel the connection, the long-lasting impact of it. I'm so glad that those people who attended this evening have learned much more than anybody else. Do you agree with me? We get something extra with a personal touch of Anu. That is Anu. That is why, and I always like when she offers a training or a gathering or anything. The way we bonded, Anu, myself, and last division director, late Nishi, DTM Nishi Kumar. It's a today morning also I talked to Nishi's wife, Lali. It's sometimes, the dots are getting connected over and over everywhere. I can't stop calling her. Even amidst of my busy schedule, I don't know how I dial that number. That is the power of Toastmasters. Being a family, we feel like we belongs. We belongs. That is the art of retention. My dear members, I don't want to keep you longer. With that said, I hope you will carry this message to your club, to your mentees, to your mentors, to have a longer impact in your Toastmasters journey. With that said, I officially adjourn. Before that, I have to say a big kudos and appreciation to the coordinator of this event, Nivedita Ketkar, who have taken this as her DTM project. See, actually, this is showcasing something very different. When you have the passion within you, you can really take it this as towards your pathways program. So members, remember, you step in when you feel like district needs you, division needs you, area needs you. Just ask, Sabina, can I do? Or district director, division director, can I do this as part of my DTM project? It's mutually beneficial, win-win, right? And see who are their advisory in the Nivedita's DTM project? Anu, myself. That is the advantage. So sometimes you grab the opportunity or ask for it. Just ask. Sometimes the person you're going to ask is expecting the same help from you. This is what happens. Thank you so much, Nivedita, meticulously handling this training. And this is recorded. And please share with Amina so that we can upload in YouTube and those links can be circulated to all clubs. And I have a kind request to everyone, club leaders, division area leaders. Please try your best so that more membership, more members retain, so that our district can achieve district mission and goals. Soon to hear that great news, District 116 is distinguished district. Are you with me? Are you with me? With that said, I officially adjourn this training. Thank you, everyone. Wish you everyone an advanced Eid al-Adha. Eid Mubarak to everyone. Over to you, Nivedita. Thank you.
Thank you. That's lovely. Eid Mubarak, everyone. Really.
Thank you, District Director. So, as Didi has adjourned this meeting, and let me wish all of you Eid Mubarak and enjoy the Eid celebrations. We'll meet again in some more district trainings and other sessions of the District 116 and even beyond. Like Anupama has joined us from different districts. We all are there. Let's be a part of this big worldwide Toastmasters fraternity.
Definitely.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you so much. It was wonderful to see each one of you. Sincere regards to the families, everyone. Have a lovely, lovely evening.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.